I'm going to level with you about something. I'm not very good at taking a break. I'm the kind who tends to dive into a project. I put my head down and then I come up for air 6 to 12 months later wondering where I am, who all these people are around me, and what do I do next? It's one of the reasons I'm grateful for this time of year, because it provides something of an enforced break to the year's otherwise relentless pattern. It's also an unusual paradox, at least from my perspective. I've noticed that people tend to describe themselves as lazier than they should be, as being guilty of not working as hard as they could. And yet, when I look at how God speaks to us in the creation week, it seems He knew our bigger problem was not when to work, but when to take a break. Indeed, if you look at one of the gravest sins that Israel committed through the Old Testament, it was about never observing the rest days and the jubilees that God had commanded them to take. We think we're lazy, and then we get into trouble for working too much. Go figure. When I wondered why this could be, I remembered a well-known verse. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. It's the content of our heart, the content of our thoughts that determine how we move through this life. And I think our hearts and minds are very restless. Although we say we trust God, there's a part of us that believes it's still all up to us, that no one else will help, and if we don't do the work, then soon we'll be overrun. We blame the working world for being so busy, yet the truth is, if our heart is not at rest, then the pace of the world will be relentless. Fortunately, the Christmas period provides at least a couple of weeks of imposed rest upon us. During this imposed break, it might be a good time to reflect on the rest that God gives and ask, if I truly believe this, why is it so hard to stop moving? If Jesus is sitting down at the right hand of God, as the Bible suggests, then maybe that could be a good reason for some of us to sit down for a while too.